Hi everyone, it's Lisa. I'm videotaping from my kitchen again, but I have a craft for you that is super simple and relatively inexpensive. I'm not sure that you'll have all of these supplies on hand at home, but you can find them very reasonably priced at some of your discount stores. So today we're going to be making our DIY ornaments. We're going to make our plastic or glass ornaments. But the first thing I'd like to do is to show you my actual favorite ornament. I bought this at a craft show. Those are paper beads that have been put inside of there. I just think this is a beautiful ornament, and how simple. Simply to roll the paper, put a high glass Mod Podge on it, and then once those are dry, you can just drop those down into an ornament case, a clear ornament case. So this is beautiful, one of my favorite ornaments, but I wanted to share that with you. Before we get any farther, let's look at a list of some supplies that we probably need. We're going to need a clear glass ornament. You can get these at the Dollar Tree. I don't believe they have any right now, but when I bought these, they had a large supply of them. You can also order these online. We do have a kit that's available with this craft that does contain one of the glass or plastic ornaments, I should say. You also want to look for an ornament that you can take the top off of them. And this one was very easy to do. So that allows you to get right down in there and to decorate from the inside if you choose to. Some other supplies that you'd possibly need might include paint. I'm using an acrylic here. You may need some scissors, especially if you're going to put a ribbon around the top of your ornament. I'm using some craft sticks. I am going to be using some paint, and I do need that craft stick to help me get that paint down into my ornament. You can also at the Dollar Tree buy some very festive faux snow or fake snow in the large pellets and in the small pellets. And I'm going to use that on one of the ornaments today. And then just something a little bit extra, I've also got these glitter stickers. They just peel off, and these would be adorable on your ornament as well. So think about what you have, think about what you could buy very inexpensively in order to make this craft. Before we go any further, I would like to show you this one. I was trying to bring all my supplies downstairs in order to do our demonstration, so I saw an example of a clear ornament and where they had just put ribbon down in there. I think this is actually very cute. I have this little black ribbon that could easily be glued to the top here, and that's an elegant ornament, honestly. I've always loved this ribbon, but that's a very elegant ornament. So I just wanted to show you that example before I actually take my ribbon out of the ornament. Okay, I think that is all of our supplies. I'm going to be also using today a paint pen. If you have sticker letters, that is better, I'll be honest with you, especially if you're like me and I really am not the best at any calligraphy or any type of impressive writing. But evidently my stickers are at work and I'm at home. So we're going to be using a black paint pen today. I'm just going to be showing you two different techniques, but in your kit there will be examples of a multitude of things that you can do with the ornaments to make them decorative, and a lot of other options as well. So let's go ahead and get started on the first one. The first one I'm going to do is super simple. I'm simply going to use I think I'm going to use the small bead faux snow. Let me move some of our stuff out of the way here. And I have a feeling that this is going to go everywhere. I might be wrong. But it resembles packing material, and packing material usually goes everywhere. So we're going to see how's the best way to get this inside of our ornament. We're going to make a super simple one first. Now, I might be wrong. This might just fall right inside of where I want it to go. But I have a feeling it's not. Crafting is sometimes messy. Well, I'm pretty pleased with this so far. I'm surprised I'm getting so many in there. Now, depending on what you're going to do with this will depend on how much snow you want to put in there. Let me see how much we've got in there. I think just a little bit more and I'm going to stop. I like this to be an ornament that you could actually play around with, one that you could actually see the snow moving in it. Let's do that. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I had very little left over. That was pretty good. Now all I'm simply going to do is decorate the outside of it now. I'm going to put my lid on tightly. You can see how cute that is already. And then with my black paint pen, I'm going to actually get that started. I'm trying to round up all those little loose snow pieces. Paint pens, sometimes you have to get started. Let's use a different color. That black one may very well be going out. I think that's the reddest red I have. Much better. So we're going to use the red. And then I am going to try to eyeball this, but I would like to put a name on it. Or an initial. Let's start with initial to see how good I am with this. There are so many people that are so creative when it comes to their penmanship and calligraphy, and I am not one of those people. But that is not too bad. That is my granddaughter's initials. So a simple paint pen, a little bit of snow. I would probably put a bow. I would either hot glue it to the silver here or to the very top. Embellish this however you would like. We could actually add one of our stickers to the other side. Now that is red, so let's use a red bow. And that way when your ornament is not hanging straight, at least on the other side you have something that's creative and kind of fun and visible. And she loves glitter, so let's take this red one. On the opposite side, the good thing about the foam stickers is that you can bend them and you can manipulate them. So look how simple that was. We just took one of the dollar ornaments. We took one of our stickers, some of the faux snow, and as rough as that is, I don't think it actually turned out too bad with our paint pen in red. I think that one turned out pretty good. Okay, so that's our first one. The second one, let me put my supplies over to the side, involves just adding paint. And you actually let that swirl around in there. You can add glitter to your paint if you prefer. It's entirely up to you. Most paint, this small, has a squeeze top. This one does not. So you can see I've already got it on me. Now I'm going to try to pour a little bit of this. This has already been shaken up. I don't want to pour a lot in there. I don't want it to be so wet on the inside that it's never going to dry. Now ideally you might want to use a festive color. I only had blue here at my house. I'm going to move that around. I actually probably will put a little bit more in there. I do want it to run or drip. The good thing is we're doing it from the inside. Could you mix your colors? Absolutely, you can mix your colors. I would use a hair dryer and kind of stick it up close to the end of the ball or the ornament. Look how pretty that is though. Let's put 2 more sides on there. As I was saying, typically you may use red and greens or golds, but I do not have those on hand. So we're going to kind of use a MSU blue maybe. You can see that moving around in there. And depending on what you're looking for, notice this is just sporadic there. Then you can completely cover the inside. Or you can leave it in this way, just a little bit of paint and you can see through it. I'm going to put a little bit more in. Now obviously you don't want to set and watch paint dry. I think I've mentioned that to you before. But you can see just by turning it slightly. I have also I've also seen on a video where you can take a straw and you can blow into it and it will also cause the paint to splatter, which is a very pretty look. Now, once you get it the way you want it, I actually want this to be streaked. I don't want it to be entirely blue. I'm giving this as a gift. I'm putting a yellow and blue ribbon on it. It's MSU colors, my graduating school, the school I graduated from. So I want to be able to see through this. I would store this upside down until you know it has completely dried on the inside. And once it's completely dried on the inside, you can simply put your top on it and put a bow at the top of this. Think about what you have at home, how you can be creative with the supplies that you have on hand. Get the kids involved in this. It's a wonderful way to make ornaments to give as gifts, to decorate packages. These are plastic, so they're going to be pretty durable, but also a way to add ornaments to your tree. And this could be a family tradition for you. I hope you've enjoyed our simple presentation. Get online, Google. I'll also give you some examples in your kits that are available. But get online and Google glass ornaments and you're going to find all kinds of options. I hope you've enjoyed this video and keep crafting.